What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another spamathon video from yours truly, No Face. This time I have Lumen Nails' newest collection to share with you all. This is the Underworld collection. It's vampy. It's got a little bit of Greek mythology in the vibe here too, and these are shimmery good. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So we're going to start off with the two creams in this collection. This first one is Cerberus, and it's described as a deepest charcoal matte cream. So I am going to show you all what this looks like when it dries down by itself without any top coat at all. This is a true matte. It's going to have this very stark satin type of dry down to it, especially when you let it sit there for maybe 3 to 4 minutes and just dry down naturally like this. I'm going to suggest 2 coats for opacity. This built up and plumped up beautifully. It's got a creamy, smooth application to it. No issues there. And I do agree, this is a charcoal color in general. So flirting with a little bit of black, but in maybe shaded lighting, it'll look black. Angel of Darkness is the next cream in the set. This is a sleek, glossy gray with green undertones reminiscent of Ancient Whispers and Hidden Deeds. So this one is not a matte cream. To me, it is more of a crilly type of feel, if that makes sense. I think between my second and third coat here, you can kind of get an idea of that. If you go in heavy-handed, you might get a touch of patchiness. So let the paddle brush do the work for you and just glide the brush across your nail. Self-leveling is perfect on it. So again, just be mindful of your brush strokes with it. I think 3 light coats across the board is going to work the best with this. That way it will self-level out and you'll get that plump look when you finish. This dries on semi-gloss, so any top coat is perfect. Burning for You is a rich crimson. We have a straight, stark, deep red going on here. This is very lovely. And I know I have swatched a couple of deep, dark reds this week. I am planning on doing a comparison between them. So keep an eye out on my social medias for that. I don't know if I'm going to do it as a short on here or if I'll do it on Instagram, but just keep an eye on my stuff. Anyways, Burning for You, 3 coats is perfection. This is such a flattering, almost chromy in how it shimmers and how it builds up too. So it does dry down flat. Use a good glossy top coat. Eternity is a pomegranate base with red to amber to green large particle shimmer. So on the flip side, Burning for You is what I would describe as this like bloody type of deep, dark red. Eternity is this warm, kind of the peppy version, if you will, of the two, if that makes sense. This almost has a pinky type of lean to it in terms of the base color. And the shimmer is what I would describe as being a foiled finish. So we've got that glistening large particle type effect. I think 3 light to normal coats. Be mindful of this if you tend to go in heavy-handed. We've got a strong squishy factor to the formula itself. So just be mindful of potential over buildup. At angles in the shaded lighting, you will see a gold shift like what you see on my macro shot. Styx is a blue with deep green to violet to blue shift. I fully agree with that official description. Now, I know we've seen kind of color combinations like this across the, eons at this point, I feel like, of polishes I show you all, but I really want to highlight on that blue shift. When I took my hands out of my lighting situation, it was like this striking blue shift at angles in like just normal indoor lighting. It was very, very pretty and just strong in general. Now for Styx, I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect, depending on, if you have big ass nails like me, or if you are rocking nubbins or shorties, you might be able to get away with 2 coats, but any type of free edge, you probably need that 3rd coat like yours truly. This will dry down flat, so use a good glossy top coat. Hades is a deep purple base that shifts to blue, midnight, and black at extreme angles. This one's another like interesting type of shift to me. Now at the end here, you'll see on my macro shot, there is this delicious reddish type of shift over at the most extreme angles. And I caught that in like a indirect lighting situation. This is going to just light up in dimmer lighting sources. So indoor lighting, you'll see like what you see on the video. It's this vampy type of look, almost like this deep, rich, almost eggplant base. And then the shimmer itself takes on this lovely blue type of glow. It's very jewel toned. Again, vampy overall. I think 3 light coats is going to be the best for this, and a glossy top coat because we've got a very flat dry down. And Persephone is a glowy shimmer that shifts gold to red. This is very pretty. If you liked glass stars and that general type of vibe from Lumen, you're going to need this one. I would almost describe this as being a sheer finish overall. I think regardless, you're going to see either through your falsies or you're going to see your smile line if you have a free edge. So for that reason, if that bugs you, I would use a blurring base coat or a nude to you cream. On my full hand shot here, you can kind of see through my falsies and get an idea of the delicateness, I guess, for lack of better words, on the formula. But 3 coats is perfect, and it's like a pseudo type of opacity. Deception is a deepened violet magnetic shade. So we have what I'm going to dub as being a subtle type of magnetic. This looks beautiful whether you wear unmagnetized or magnetized. If you magnetize it, I would suggest going in, if you do coat by coat and magnetize, add like 10 more seconds to it. And as the magnetic pigment itself kind of took a little bit to snap to my magnet. And then of course, if you use the magic magnetic top coat like myself, then same thing applies here. I just went in just a touch longer to magnetize. In general, the magnetic pigment is, again, it's subtle, but it gives you this almost ghostly-like movement with your nails. It will dry down very flat, so plump it up with a glossy top coat, and it just kind of helps that movement. This is one of my top picks in the set, but I will warn, it stained my falsies really bad. So use a good glossy top coat, whether it's falsies or natural nails. Acheron is described as a green with a golden spark and green to blue shift. I think I pronounced that correctly. Before this video, I searched how to pronounce this multiple times, and the majority of the sources say Acheron is the way to say it. If it's a head-on, I apologize about that. Yeah, let me know. Anyways, this one is what I would describe as being a metallic type of finish. And it builds up to opacity between 2 to 3 coats. Your preference on that. I kind of waffled on going on the 3rd coat, but I was not mad at it. I'm glad. This is how I would personally wear it. This is a subtly magnetic polish. It's not intended to be magnetic. I have seen here and there that you can magnetize it. Some shimmers like this do have that, but I chose to show it how it was intended. And we're going to wrap this up with the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. So overall, we have quite a bit of strong shimmers. So of course they're going to work. I'm kind of kicking back at this point and just going to yammer on while we enjoy this show because lots and lots of beautiful special effect pigments here. So these topper really well over black. And for the ones that have that more jellyish type of finish to them, especially like Persephone and Eternity, those two, you could probably get away with doing like reds or burgundies, maybe even deep pinks, your preference on that. But I do think you can do quite a bit with these. With the caveat, of course, that Deception is super vampy. Personally, you're not doing it justice, especially with that super rich violet type of pigment in the backdrop. These are going to drop today, September 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's going to be on a pre-order through October 4th. There is a 2-week turnaround time from the end of the sale on the 4th, and it is an uncapped pre-order. However, there is a soft cap with the idea that if there's more than the maker has anticipated, there will be a sold out status on polishes. Each polish in this set is going to be 13 each. The creams are going to be 11, and you can grab the full set for $99. Launching along this set is the mystery bags. We've got 3 different ones. We've got a set of sheer shimmers, dark shimmers, and scattered holographic shimmers. Each mystery bag contains 2 polishes. I will link you all below to this site that you're watching here, Lumen Nails, if you want to see the preview, all that fun stuff. And I'll also link you to the Facebook group if you want to interact with the maker. She's super sweet. See additional swatches, all of that. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.